Hey friends, welcome back to our chapter reading. Today we are continuing with Snow Day, written by Marsha Thornton Jones and Debbie Dady, and illustrated by Amy Woomer. So we're going to pick up with chapter 11, which is the last chapter of this book. And when we left off last time, Jack the Wonder Dog and Blondie were outside in the snow trying to find Bubba. And we ended up where Jack the Wonder Dog said he had a great idea. So let's find out what happens. Chapter 11 is called Heroes. Your sweater, I barked. Blondie shrugged. I know it looks silly, but my human made me wear it. It's perfect, I said. It's just what we need. I grabbed a loose piece of blue yarn on Blondie's sweater and pulled. Are you crazy? She shouted. This is almost new. Sorry about that, I said, but I kept on pulling. We need to leave a trail so we can find our way back. Blondie nodded and helped me pull. Then we started off across the frozen ground, being sure to leave a yarn trail behind. We headed for the closest tunnel. Bubba, I shouted, but there was no answer. We made it to the first tunnel, and all we found inside was snow. The snow continued to pelt us, and seeing was impossible. I'm scared, Blondie said. I didn't want to tell her that I was too. In all my 2 years of life, I had never been in a storm like this one. We can't give up now, I told her. Blondie nodded. I saw icicles forming around her eyes. I worried that she might get sick out in this miserable weather. Let's hurry, I said, and we headed for a blue tunnel. Bubba, Blondie howled. Where are you? Blondie's howling wasn't half as beautiful as what we heard next. Blondie stopped and lifted her head. Listen to that, she said. I listened. There was no mistaking it. Bubba's howls floated through the snow. Follow those howls, I barked. That's exactly what we did. We dashed around the teeter-totter and headed straight to one of the long tunnels. Snow was piled around the tunnel opening. Blondie and I frantically dug through the snow, and suddenly a head poked out from inside the tunnel. And whose head do you think that is? They found Bubba. Bubba looked up at me, shivering in the cold. He grinned as soon as I appeared. Jack, he said, I just wanted to stay and play a little longer, but then I couldn't find my way back to the school. I grinned at Bubba. Never fear, I told him. Wonder Dog is here. Bubba's teeth chattered when I grabbed his sweater in my mouth. Very gently, I carried Bubba through the snow to the back door, following Blondie's yarn trail. Casanova was waiting. So were Woodrow and Floyd. Even Sweetcakes poked her head out of bed. You did it! Floyd cried when I placed Bubba down inside the building. You're a hero! I shook my head. I couldn't have done it without Casanova and Blondie. They're the heroes. Blondie batted her eyelashes. There's room for more than one hero at Barclays. Even though the snow continued to fall that night, it was nice and warm inside Barclays. It helped that I had all my friends close by. I didn't even mind Sweetcake's snoring. Well, at least not too much. So here's a picture of all the dogs waiting for them at the door when they came back in with Bubba. And that, my friends, is the end of Snow Day. I hope that you guys enjoyed that book. And I'm wondering, what would you do if you couldn't find your friend and you thought they might be lost in the snow? Could you think of a superhero idea to try to find your friend? I'd love to hear about it.